decide to join the IDF and why?
Well, the conception of it actually came after September 11th.
Okay.
Right after the Twin Towers happened, I told my parents that if I were to serve in an army, I'd serve in the Israeli army.
Mm-hmm.
So that was like the first time I even thought of like serving in any military of any sort. That was kind of like the first time I even thought about like how real the threat of terrorism is. And like Israel's been facing it constantly since its existence. And like I studied Hebrew from age of 10, so about like 3 years before that, and I really felt a connection with Israel and the culture there. Mm-hmm. And so I felt like that was my way of getting even closer and still sort of like doing my part.
What kind of unit did you end up in?
A construction unit.
Oh, okay.
That deals with renovations of military facilities.
So what's been the hardest part for you so far?
As a lone soldier?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like adapting to the culture and basically being an immigrant. You're new to the country, you're new to the language, you're new to the culture, mm-hmm. Still trying to figure things out and trying to like give help and receive help from other people in similar situations. It's not easy.
Yeah.
What you may think as like normal and acceptable and logical, like from where we grew up in, maybe totally different in a new place.
So what's been the best part about the experience so far?
I'd say testing my limits and becoming stronger in terms of being able to adapt, being able to find help when I need it, being able to finally achieve a certain task after multiple attempts of trying, and meeting people along the way that appreciate it and want to like help me and people like me succeed.
So you haven't been on a combat mission?
No.
No.
I've done guard duty, sort of like guarding artillery, mm-hmm. for a week, and for another week I was a driver. During the operation, my unit took in calls from like various military bases to send like urgent repairs. So even though we weren't on the front lines, like we were involved in people who were. That would usually involve like 12-hour shifts mm-hmm. during the day. And whenever there was a siren, everyone like ran for shelter.
Does that concern you, or do you have any little nervous about that in terms of the possibility of being in combat, being attacked, being shot at, that kind of thing?
You mean like actually like being sent to the front?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think it would happen, but if it were, my guess would probably be just to trust the people that I'd be serving with. I
just wanted to get your reaction when Mark told you he wanted to join the IDF.
First reaction was, are you going to be on the front line with weapons? Mm-hmm. And the answer I got back was, oh no, I'm looking at doing the service, civil engineering. But I said, don't you have to go through the same training? Mm-hmm. And he said, there is a version of training that everybody gets, and he'll be receiving that, but that doesn't put him on the front line.
I'm okay because he's not on, like I say, he's not on a front line. He's not in Gaza, near Gaza. Yeah. He's not near the West Bank. Right. He's in Tel Aviv.
Yeah, if he wants to be career-oriented,
if he wants it,
officer,
I mean,
that's fine.
As a parent, I was more worried when my kids first started crossing the street. And, okay, what's to be is to be. I mean, as a parent, you worry. I mean, that's your middle name.